Morning to one and all present here. Today we are going to discuss Act 3, Scene 3 and 4 in the play Rivals by Richard Brinsley Sheridan. So this scene continues the comic's confusion and the mistaken identities. Jack Absolute confronts Lydia and tries to reveal his true identity while misunderstanding intensifies. So, this key events, Lydia believes that Ensign Beverly is Jack's assumed identity, is being forced to marry her, not knowing he is the same man. Jack attempts to confess the truth to Lydia, but it's thwarted by her romantic fantasies. The comic tension escalates as Lydia misunderstands Jack's intention. Lydia's expectation, Lydia longs for a romantic elopement and desires a rebellious, love driven match. She is disillusioned by the idea of a respectable arranged marriage, which Jack is now proposing. Her romantic notion prevent her from seeing Jack's true intentions. Jack's conflict. Jack is caught in his own deception as Lydia refuses to accept his proposal from his real identity. He tries to reveal that he and Ensign Beverly are the same person, but Lydia's fixation on romances prevents her from listening. Jack's dual identity causes comedic tension as he balances truth and deception, misunderstanding and irony in scene 4. Audience knows that fact Jack Absolute and Ensign Beverly are the same person, but Lydia remains oblivious. Lydia's rejection of Jack as Captain Absolute while loving his other identity, Beverly, it creates a humor in the mind of the audience. This scene highlights the irony of romantic misconceptions and deceptions. The overview of the plot. In scene 5, Sir Lucius O'Trigger and Job Akers prepare for the duel over Lydia. Bob Akers expresses reluctance about the duel but feels honored, bound to participate. Sir Lucius misunderstands the situation and goads Bob into challenging Beverly. Bob Akers' character is a country gentleman who is more concerned with appearances than actual courage. Though he talks about humor and revenge, he is comically reluctant to fight. His hesitation adds to the humor as he is caught up in a situation he would rather avoid. Sir Lucius represents a hot headed, honor driven figure of the period. Eager for a duel, he encourages Bob Acres, unaware of Bob's fear and the fact that duel is based on misunderstandings. His mistaken understanding of Lydia's feeling and involvement further complicates their plot. Romantic, the key themes of this scene are romantic idealism versus reality, honor and dueling, misunderstanding and deception. And this Lydia's refusal to Jack's identity reflects impractical romanticism and also the misunderstanding on one another's intentions and identities. And comedy of manners. The humor in this scene arises from the exaggerated social customs, particularly regarding dual and romantic ideas. Jack's attempts to confess the truth of Lydia is undercut by her insistence on fantasy, adding comedic irony. Bob's reluctance to duel and his overblown talk of honor add physical and verbal comedy. Irony. Use of dramatic irony in scene 4. Lydia, unaware of Jack's true identity and situational irony in scene 5. Bob, fear of the duel. Satire. Sheridan analyzes the social expectations of romances on a dueling culture. Exaggeration. Bob Acres' exaggerated fear of dueling and Lydia's romanticism are example of Sheridan's use of exaggeration. So this plot, this scene has a comic misunderstanding on the stage, and the scenes are the central to the development of the play, humor, and eventual resolution of the mistaken identity. Thank you.